Hey, Delvon Digital here, and I'm here to give you 5 reasons the Pixel 7 Pro is my favorite phone on the market. Now, before we get started with this list, I just want you guys to know that what I mean by my favorite phone on the market, I mean my favorite phone in general above every phone that I've ever used and I've ever tested. The Pixel 7 Pro is my favorite phone. Reason number 1, animations. I really enjoy the Pixel 7 animations. They are so good and just so pleasing to look at and swipe through and navigate through the UI, and it's just something that I haven't felt on any other phone yet, even though there's other good phones with great animations. But it's just something the way Google does animations that really kind of pulls me into it. Number 2, this feature right here is really one of those features that's just I can't get nowhere else. Well, I can, but it's not as good, and that's spam calling. Man, spam calling has been such a clutch feature on the Pixel that when I take my SIM card out of it and put it in any other phone, there's spam calls that come through and some don't come through. It's just not as good as what Google has done with it. Even it be times where I get a phone call and it's already transcribing what the person is saying before I have to pick it up, and I can choose to like pick it up or not pick it up, or consider them spam or not spam. Or sometimes if they know it's completely 100% spam, it just goes into my inbox as a missed call, and there's a transcription about it, about whatever they said. And it's normally a robot talking to a robot, because a lot of these spam calls are robots and stuff. So, you know, it's kind of funny to me because the robots hang up on each other. They don't even have a conversation, which is so funny. But spam calling is so clutch and I love it. And that includes some of the other features that's included with that, like on hold for me and stuff like that. But we're just here to talk about some of my favorites and why I really can't really move away from this Pixel because of that. And spam calling is definitely one of them. It's probably my number 1 reason. Reason number 3. Now this one right here is probably one of those ones you're like, oh, we knew you was gonna say it, but yes, I'm gonna say it, the camera. The Pixel camera is just, to me personally, is just unmatched. It's not the best camera system out there, but it's the most consistent camera that I've used, and I love the results almost 99.9% of the time. And sometimes, you know, the little 1% that I don't like it, I just take another shot and it normally nails it. It's been that most reliable camera that I've used. It get my skin tones right, it get the colors right. I just really enjoy the Pixel's camera. And I'm not saying that any other phone camera is bad out here. It's just a matter of which one you like the most, because today in 2023, all of these cameras are great. It's just about your preference of the processing that each company does, and Google kind of nails that processing for me, and is what I like. I don't like Apple's warm tones, and I don't like Samsung's oversaturated sharpened look. So it's just, I think the Pixel for me just kind of sits in that middle ground between the two. And I'm only bringing those two up because I don't really use many phones besides Apple, Samsung, and Google, and I haven't explored outside of anything outside of the US yet. So right now, those are my 3 phones that I do have, and that's all I have to compare as far as picture quality. I can't go by what I see on the internet because I rather test it for myself. But yeah, when it comes to camera, the Pixel is my choice. Number 4, Google Assistant. I think the integration with the Pixel and Google Assistant is pretty good. I love how it's integrated in there and how well it works. It doesn't work that well on other devices that I've used, whether it's an Android or iOS device. It just doesn't work the same. And I like the way it works on the Pixel better. It just works better. I don't know how to explain this, but if you have a Pixel, you can understand what I'm talking about. I know a lot of people are like, well, you could just download it and use it on a Samsung device, or you can use it on the iPhone, or you can use it on this and that. And we know that you can use Google Assistant on other devices, but it's something about using it on a Pixel that feels better, and how to activate it and how responsive it is and everything like that. Because some other devices, you can't say the hot word and activate it, but you know, your Pixel acts as a hub, like a hub in your house, especially on the dock or anything for that matter. So it's just the integration that they have with their own assistant is really good. And I mean, they should have a better integration than everybody else with their own assistant. You know, they shouldn't put their assistant in other devices and it works better in those other devices. It should work better in theirs. So Google Assistant is just one of those things that I really love. So yeah, I love it. And the last one, number 5. Now this one right here might tickle some of your feathers, but I want to say the fluidity, the smoothness of the UI. I probably could have put this category in there with animations, but I wanted to make this separate because if you are a Pixel user, you understand what I'm saying as far as like the smoothness of this device. I haven't found another device, at least in the Android world, because I always say that the Pixel is the iPhone of the Android world. And between the iPhone and the Pixel, the UIs are smooth as butter. Like when the touch response, navigating just feels really good. I'm really not going to talk about iOS because it's really good and there's no denying that. But we're here to talk about the Pixel because there's no other phone that I've used on the Android side that comes close to how smooth the Pixel feels every time that I pick it up and use it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please let me know your 5 reasons why you enjoy your Pixel so much, or whatever phone you got in your hand, because it doesn't matter. I don't discriminate. If you got a Samsung phone, you got an LG, you got an iPhone, I don't care. Let me know the 5 reasons why you love your phone. And I'll catch you in the next video. Delvon Digital, peace.